All right, guys, if you're thinking about moving to Costa Rica and living in Costa Rica, you're going to want to hear this video. It's going to be a must-see. These are the things that annoy me about living here, about living in Costa Rica, me personally. All right, we're going to get to that in a minute, but got to do what I got to do, right? All right, guys, I'm Michael Allen, TravelCostaRicaNow.com. TravelCostaRicaNow.com is a travel agency, so go to TravelCostaRicaNow.com. Fill out the 4-minute form. You'll be that much closer to the vacation of a lifetime. We're like you, having best friends who live in Costa Rica, who know Costa Rica, totally hooking up your Costa Rica vacation. If you could subscribe, man, I'd appreciate it, especially if you're not going to donate. You owe me a subscription, damn it. I'm just kidding, but I would appreciate a subscription. Subscribe, donate, any of them. And don't forget, man, we redid our web page, so you can easily got the rental car information right there. Send you to our guy, transparent. You don't got to worry about surprises when you get here. We got the entry requirement, COVID stuff, links, and all that stuff on our new website. So check that out. All right, man. So these are the things that annoy me on a regular basis living in Costa Rica. Well, let me rephrase. I've lived here almost 16 years. Obviously, I love it. And really, I'm pretty much one with all this stuff. All of it. I don't really get annoyed that easy anymore. I just don't. I've become one with my, I don't know, patience or whatever, but I'm going to tell you these things because, you know, a lot of people, you know, there's a lot of reasons people leave Costa Rica, and the little annoying things can be a big part of it. Maybe you can resonate with some of these and maybe you can't. Again, these are mine personally. I'm not asking you to judge these because they're mine. They're not yours, they're mine. But you might, people that live here, or if this bothers people that are thinking about living here, some of the things I'm about to say, you might want to consider it, because these are past, these aren't things I hate. These aren't, I mean, these are just those annoyances that happen a lot. And that's what annoyances are, right? Things that happen kind of pretty frequently. Got to put up with them, right? All right, man, these are in no particular order. Let's have some fun, all right? All right, so the first one, I call it noise pollution, but really what it is, there's this thing on trucks they call the Jake brake. I believe they're illegal in the United States, and they actually made them, I think, illegal here too, but a lot of truckers didn't get the memo. Didn't get the memo, man. These can scare the bejesus out of you. You don't hear a truck, you're walking down the street, a big semi truck, you don't even really hear him coming, and all of a sudden he puts on this, whatever the Jake brake is. It literally sounds like someone is shooting a cannon behind your ear, and it is loud and fast, and it comes out of nowhere, and it can scare the bejesus out of you. Seriously, it is so loud. It's like a almost a pee your pants type of moment, man. That's how loud it is. It's gotten better. It's gotten a little better because, again, I believe they did make them illegal, maybe even a couple years back, but people didn't get, you know, so what? It's illegal. So what? That doesn't mean they're going to fix it on all the trucks or whatever. Okay, so that's one thing. The other thing is the motorcycles and cars can be pretty loud, the whole not muffler thing, and they kind of come out of nowhere too. That's not too bad, but it can be really loud, kind of like not as bad as the Jake brake trucks, but pretty bad, and there's a lot of them. There's a lot of cars that, you know, they like to try to soup up, and they think, you know, the louder they are, cooler it is. And, you know, a lot of the restaurants here in our little tourist town of La Fortuna are close to the street. So when a car goes by, you know, racing or whatever, showing off, it's pretty freaking loud. The other one is, this is kind of annoying, is the trucks that carry around the speaker advertisements. They just go through the neighborhoods and the streets. Are advertising, you know, maybe grocery store discounts, or, you know, maybe some nightclub that's going to have some sort of special music. Those big loud speakers, and it's on a recording, and they just go around the neighborhoods. They can be pretty annoying. Okay, so that's number one, kind of the noisy stuff. And out of those three, the Jake brake one is by far the worst, by far the worst. Number 2 is driving. You hear a lot of stuff, man. Driving in Costa Rica sucks. Driving in Costa Rica sucks. I love driving. I've loved driving all my life. I'm like a taxi driver. Put me in the middle of San Jose. I may not know where I'm going, man, but you just give me directions. I'm in the game, baby. I love driving. But there's one specific thing they do here that is very annoying when it comes to driving. And it's so weird to me. I really don't get it. So what is it? They just stop on the road for I don't know, a friend. They get on their cell phone. They could have pulled over. There might be a little driveway right there. They could have just pulled off to the side and let it. They don't care. Example, seriously, this just happened to me 2 weeks ago. I'm walking home from D'Angelo's Mountain House. I decided to walk through town. I happened to see my lawyer, one of my lawyer friends coming up. This is the major road going towards the volcanoes. It's just a 2-lane. People are going around, let's say 50, 55 or so. She stops, calls me over, doesn't pull over, right in the middle of the road. People start stacking up behind her because they can't go around her because cars are coming the other way. I'm getting a little nervous. And she just, we talk literally 10 minutes. Just cars lined up, waiting to pass, when the cars aren't coming this way. And I'm like, what the heck? And they just don't care, man. They just don't care. And the weird thing about it is they'll just stop when they could have gone 10 feet and pulled into the space of the driveway entrance or something so people get around, man. Trucks do it, cars do it in the middle. They'll wait their spouses in the grocery store. There's parked cars along both sides of the street, and they'll just sit out in the middle of the street with their blinkers on, waiting for their wife. It's unbelievable. It's so very annoying. Very annoying. Number 3, the gym. So the gym is like the driving. So okay, so what it kind of comes down to with the driving and the gym, they act like they're the only person on the road, and they act like they're the only person in the gym. Let me give you just a quick example. So I've been going to gyms since I was like 15 years old, but most of them were in the United States, Golds, all the big ones, where there's, 15 bench presses. Well, the one I go to here in La Fortuna, it's smaller. It's 2 floors. Weights are on the first floor, and on the second floor is more of a big space, CrossFit-y type of space. So you'd be working out, and there's only like 2 kind of narrow paths. So the weights are in like a little bit in the middle and on both sides, and there's like 2 narrow paths. There'll be like 2 girls grab a mat, and they'll just start stretching in the middle of the path, just stuff like that. Or like, let's say I have a bad back, so sometimes I have to exercise and actually look at myself, not because I give a rip anymore about that, but I have to kind of watch my form. They'll literally just come right and stand right in front of you when you're looking in the mirror and just start, going like this or whatever. Unbelievable. So that's annoying because again, coming from a gym background, I know gym etiquette, I just, all that kind of put your weights away stuff. And they, again, just act like they're the only ones in the gym. All right. Number 4, pretty much my fault. I could do something about it. Mosquitoes, man. Mosquitoes love me. If I'm in the room with you, I am your mosquito repellent. They won't bite you because they're going to bite me. It's just the way it is here. And some parts of the year are worse than others. But man, and obviously I could do things. I'm sure some of you guys will go, Mike, all you have to do is squirt a little bit of this, this, and this, and rub this, and you'll be fine. I know. I don't know why. So, yeah, mosquitoes. Now, number 5, you're probably going to be mad at me for this, and it's kind of hard to explain. It's, again, hard to explain. My not knowing Spanish is pretty legendary, okay? I've lived here 16 years. I'm that Gringo guy or whatever, but my not knowing Spanish is legendary. So, but there's a lot of people, and it's not malice. They'll speak to me like I know it. Like, let's say I was to say, Buenos dias, ¿cómo estás? How you doing? See, I'm just a greeting. They start talking, and I'll say, well, mi español es muy malo, and, no entiendo mucho, or whatever. and they just kind of keep going. I don't know what this thing is about. They're not trying to teach me. Again, it's not a malice thing they're doing, so it's not that. It's not like, well, you're in my country, I'm speaking Spanish. It's just this, I don't know what it is. They forget that I don't know it or something, and it's very frustrating for both of us, but it's a thing. I don't know why it happens to me, but it does happen to me a lot. I know you're probably gonna, I'll probably get a lot of crap for that one, but again, my annoyance, not yours, not yours. So anyway, and I don't like small talk anyway, so with anybody. So number 6 is, this is annoying, and I'm sure you're gonna agree. The electricity doesn't go out like for long periods of time. I think I've been here 16 years, and maybe a couple times it was off for a long time. But normally it's one of those off, 10 seconds it's on, might go off again. It's usually very quick, but it happens, let's just say, pretty frequently. And so it goes off quick, and then maybe it goes off again, comes on, goes off, and then you're like, okay, it's cool. And then everything, your internet starts back up, and TV gets back on, you get back to your Netflix movie, 10 minutes later, off again, and you're like, ugh. Okay, now it's hard to see. It's not that much, but it kind of can be. So there's this, is it all the time? No, it's not all the time. But there's many mornings where I got to reset my microwave. You know what I mean? It's like, especially if you're working, which I am a lot on the internet, or, doing that kind of thing. So that can kind of be annoying, especially during the months of like a June, July, when it's thunderstorm season here, where you got to watch your stuff anyway. Excuse me. So kind of happens a little bit more, but yeah, it does go. It goes off more than it probably goes off wherever you're at. All right, let's just go with that. 7 was such a pet peeve to me, but I've lived here so long, it's just a little minor annoyance, and actually I'm pretty cool with it now. Like I said, man, all these, I'm not bitching, man. I'm not bitching. I love living here, and I've almost come to love all these things in a sense. So please don't, why are you bitching? Always complain. If you're complaining, why don't you move? That's what shit I'd say. So Tico time. The only thing it's very hard for me coming from a very punctual, the United States, we're very punctual. At least I am. I was brought up that way. I'm there 10 minutes before. If I'm late, I'm somewhere probably laying on the side of the road because I would have called or something. I'm almost never late, and especially in business. And I don't like it. And the only thing I do now, I don't really get annoyed. I just leave. So if we're having a business meeting and you're not there, you got 5 minutes. If you haven't told me you're going to be late, you got 5 minutes. I just leave. I don't even wait around. So then I just go about this, option B, whatever. So I don't like it. Yeah, but I leave. That's it. People aren't on time, I leave. This I made a video about because this, if you've never experienced this kind of constantly, it may sound like, again, more of a bitch. It is dogs barking. It's a thing here, man. It is a thing here. I made a video about it, like, I don't know, sometime last year, I guess. With me, it's almost look, again, I'm pretty chill with everything, but to me it's almost like this. If you ask somebody, you lived by the train tracks for 20 years, how do you put up with the noise? And they're probably going to say, I don't hear it. What train? Well, that's kind of how I am with the dogs. At night, I've used a fan. I'm a big fan guy. My whole life, I love the racket of a fan. I love the air of the fan. So at night, I usually don't hear anything. And in the daytime, I'm pretty chill with it, man. Unless it's, if it's right outside my door, I'm going to go out. I'm going to, scoot them along or something. But dogs barking is a thing here, man. Is a thing. Do not underestimate it. I guarantee anybody that lives in Costa Rica watching this video will comment and go, I don't know about that other stuff, but he's right about them fucking dogs. Guaranteed. All right, that's number 8. Number 9, this is going to sound kind of like a bitch as well, and I don't know why this is. It also makes no sense to me, but it is my annoyance. I hate going to the post office here. I'm sure it's not all post offices in Costa Rica, but this post office, the same people have worked in this post office for as long as I've been here. And for some reason, I hate to say they're fucking with me, but I think they fuck with me, man. Because of kind of the Spanish thing a little bit. You know, like I'll be waiting for my new, we'll just say driver's license or cedula, and they can't find it, and they're not sure where it is. They really haven't seen it. Oh, why don't you come back? And it's been kind of an ongoing thing throughout the years of one sort of excuse, or we don't have that, and then come to find out 6 months later, oh, this is for you, and it's been sitting there for whatever, how long. But it's not just one time, it's not just 2 times, it's not just 5 times. I start sweating every time I have to go to the post office, because man, I just know they're kinda gonna maybe consciously or unconsciously mess with me. I don't know why, but it's annoying. It's very annoying, and it's actually, that one's a little stressful for me because of my Spanish and stuff. But yeah, I don't know what that's about. Doesn't make really sense. Speaking of mosquitoes, just got one. Sweet. Number 10 is very annoying because I have a business to run and it kind of sucks. So there's a couple ATMs in town. I have to go to ATMs on a regular basis, and I take a lot of money out. And because that's how I work my travel business. I PayPal you. You bought a travel package from me for $3,500. Well, obviously that's just not my money. I got to take that money out, and I got to go pay hotels and, you know, your adventure tours and stuff. So I usually ATM that cash out so I can pay those hotels. So I take a lot of cash out. I have 2 PayPal debit cards, each take out $1,000, which is fine with me. But the ATM here gives me shitty $20 bills. And what do I mean by shitty? I mean ripped. Okay, it doesn't matter. If they're messed up American bills here, they don't accept them here. They don't accept them here. Now, there's recourse. I'm not saying there's not recourse, but now I got to go over to the bank, take out of the $2,000, find the 7 that are screwed up because they got cuts in them or they got red ink all over them or something. So I have to go to the bank and get them replaced. I'm not saying I can't get them replaced. I'm just saying it happens almost every time. And I go to the ATM a lot, like almost every other day, taking out big chunks of 20s. So, annoying, right? Annoying. All right, so those are the 10 annoyances to me. I got a couple honorable mentions, though, too, I'm going to do. You know, I've lived here a long time, right? So I haven't been to the United States for like 16 years. I don't even know how things go anymore. So honorable mention is the banking lines here. The bankings can be very annoying on a regular basis. You know, there'll be a long line, one teller open. It's just like, what? And again, like the ATM, I go to the banks a lot, especially from November to March, April. I'm there every day, you know, paying stuff and that whole line stuff. Now, I don't know, maybe that's like that in the United States, and maybe that's just I'm complaining. I don't know, but it can be very annoying, especially when there's, you know, 6 other teller windows, you know, that kind of thing. So that's one honorable mention. Again, I become one with all this. The other one is you guys. I'll tell you, it can be a little annoying, and it is annoying because I want to meet you guys. You know, I meet a lot of people. Hey, Michael, I'm going to be in Fortuna. I would love to hook up and talk, buy pancakes, let's have a beer, whatever it is. I'm in, man. I'm all in. I meet everybody. If I'm here and I know you're coming, I'm in, man. I'll stop whatever I'm doing and I will meet you. You know what's annoying? Michael, out of the blue. And remember, I have to answer emails 3 times a day. That's how many emails I get every day. Okay, so keep that in mind. So all of a sudden, someone will go, "Hey, Michael, I'm in Fortuna. I'm over at Lava Lounge. Come on over and have some lunch." You think I've been sitting there waiting there for that, for you to invite me to lunch at the last minute? I mean, it's a little disrespectful. I mean, most of you don't do that. Most of you don't do that. You give me a heads up when you're going to be in La Fortuna, I will meet you. I will meet you. I love meeting you. I want to meet you. I want to have pancakes, so it's not that. And then, but you know, sometimes they get mad, you know, a little mad. But so I do get a little annoyed, but that's only honorable mention. It's only honorable mention. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Anyway, guys, do any of those tick you off? Could you put up with them, or is that like, does it sound bitchy or complaining? Anyway, people do leave for other reasons. They come down to Costa Rica and there's a lot of things that, you know, culture shock, whatever it is, bad business dealings, but annoyances can be right up there with why people leave Costa Rica. So if any of those things kind of, oh, wow, man, do those happen that much? Yes, they do, at least here in Fortuna. Anyway, guys, if you live in Costa Rica, I'd like to hear yours, man. I'm sure you got something different from mine, right? You got something different from mine. Anyway, guys, I'm Michael Allen, TravelCostaRicaNow.com. Peace, guys. Hope it helps. Things are going to pop up. You should always do your homework and research when you're thinking about living or traveling anywhere. And I tell you, I mean this, I'll put my videos up against anybody that makes Costa Rica videos. Anybody. I think I offer a perspective that's sometimes not out there. I'm the OG here in a sense. I know some things people, I don't know if they don't know it. You're gonna get the real deal with me, man. So watch my videos. You got time? Get the big cup of coffee and watch some videos. All right, man. Ciao.